ladies and... Oh, my voice. Let's do that again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for an Ask Jim. What advice would you give to your younger self? Advice I would give to myself as a teenager would be that it gets better. You come through the other side. I think I've told you this before, but puberty wasn't kind to me. I was a very late bloomer. I had a little problem with my little man, and my teeth didn't really do what they were supposed to either. I had baby teeth left over. I also found out that I needed glasses. Before then, my eyesight was terrible, but I figured that everyone's was, so I had to keep going up really close and squinting at things. But it does get better. To be fair, for me it took a long time to get better, but by the time I got to university, halfway through university, I'd finally kind of grown into myself and looked like a normal human being. What is your worst habit? I bite my nails, which drives Tanya mental. In fact, look at them. This is my thumb. I've just bitten my thumb nearly to death. You know when your skin kind of goes wrinkly when you get in the shower? The skin around my fingers looks like the surface of the moon because I've bitten it so badly. When it gets wet, it all just soaks up the water. It's gross. I really need to stop, but I can't. I'm doing it without realising, and it's not attractive. So I'm gonna have to sort of put my hands under my armpits now. Would you rather have 3 arms or 3 legs? Well, I've already got kind of 3 legs, if you know what I mean. I'd have 3 arms for sure. Think of all the extra stuff you could do. You could brush your teeth whilst doing your hair at the same time, or you could eat whilst changing Netflix, and there's so much stuff you could do. With an extra leg, what can you do? Run a bit faster? Who do you think will play Jim Chapman in the movie Jim Chapman the Movie? Not me, that's for sure, because I can't act. I think it might be Joe, because Joe does a really good impression of me.
Hello there.
How big is your head? Let's find out. Oh. Ow! No. Oh, God, this is horrible. 26.5 inches, or 67.5 centimetres that way. Let's find out how big it is this way. 22 inches, or 61.5 centimetres circumference that way. I don't know if that's a normal sized head. Measure your head. Let me know in the comments how my head compares to your head, because I've always thought I've had quite a small cranium. If you had to quit YouTube, what would your last video be? So, I have something to tell you actually. This is, in fact, my last ever video. I've been doing this for a while and I just hate you all now. I think I'd like to go out in one of 2 ways. Either I'm doing it for so long that I get really old and just die in between uploads. So one day, you'll all be old too, because you'll be watching me for all that time. One day you'll go, "Isn't it Sunday? Shouldn't Jim have uploaded his video today?" And there'll be no video there. And the other person who you're talking to will just go, "Oh, yeah, he must have died of old age between uploads." And that would be it. Just gone. Poof. Or I would go out in a massive bang. So I would set up loads of cameras and record myself in a pit with a lion and a shark and a tiger and just fight to the death. Entertaining, I suppose. What is the first thing you do in the morning? So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is hit snooze on my alarm because it's always too early. I lay there for like 5-10 minutes, then I get up and go for a wee. Then I realise how dehydrated I am due to the colour of my wee, so I go and get a glass of water. How does this make you feel? A mix of emotions, if I'm honest. None of them are good though, that's for sure. It's frankly terrifying. Alfie's face has an uncanny ability to do a lot of things. I feel like my face isn't that expressionful, like it can do just a few things. Alfie's can do pretty much anything, particularly this little move. He does that one really well. What would you do if everything was legal for a day? Probably go on some sort of murder spree? No, I think actually, again, I'd probably stay in my house and just illegally download films and watch them all. Rock and roll! Help! I'm stressing at uni. Best ways to de-stress? For me, the best way to de-stress is to just stop caring quite so much. I know it's university, so it's important and you're paying to be there and that it will lead to, hopefully, the career of your dreams. But If you stress yourself out too much, you're going to die young of a heart attack or something, and you're not going to enjoy your time there. Don't let a few exams define your entire future. You're better than that. Okay, so that is the end of this video. But if you want more of me, or you're not up to date, then you can click or press or tap or anything this bit right here. That will take you to my last video on this channel, or you can watch me in my everyday habitat, just living my life, over here on my daily vlog channel. Have a lovely day, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!